Becoming a doctor through an apprenticeship? Crazy, right? Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I filmed a video, mainly because of confidence levels, but I'm going to be talking about a very controversial topic. I'm very conflicted about this, but let's look through the pros and cons and see what it has to offer. So as you know, the traditional route to becoming a doctor is getting your 5-year medical degree by going to university and achieving your A-levels and GCSEs, and then doing that 5-year degree, doing your 2 FY1 years, foundation years, and then specialty training. Now the NHS England have launched a new scheme, and this is an apprenticeship. So far it has been approved and they're hoping to launch it in 2023 August. So important points to know are that you can become a doctor without actually undertaking an undergraduate degree. So you're basically training to become a doctor, but you're being paid for it at the same time whilst working and studying full time, as opposed to normal medical students that go to placements as part of volunteering or for free rather than being paid. Apparently it's supposed to make the profession more accessible and diverse. In terms of entry requirements, employers and medical schools together will decide the entry requirements, and I personally think it will begin with being very competitive, as there will be minimal places to trial it at the very start. I'm personally not a huge fan of this scheme, but I'm going to start by discussing the cons and why not. I do understand why the government wants to boost the workforce of doctors, and yes, it will be helpful in the short run, but inevitably the wages are going to go down, and doctors are already burnt out working so many hours, and the pay isn't really reflected by that. And what about those who are already studying in medicine, or those who are already doctors who are in so much debt, as opposed to people who are going to be taking an apprenticeship and really almost having that paid off? I don't think that's really fair. Another point of question is, will this lower public faith in the profession? Will patients trust doctors through an apprenticeship less than those through a normal medical degree? Of course, those with a medical degree have spent years training and foundation years to be able to look after patients fully. If anything, this will only drive the NHS down further. As I've already mentioned, many doctors are already burnt out. Doctors are already having to supervise medical students and foundation year doctors. How are they also supposed to take on students studying apprenticeships? Sometimes there's already waiting lists to become a foundation year doctor. Why suddenly change it now? If the government really want to increase the number of doctors, I don't think that should be done through an apprenticeship. What will be the difference in the cost for training an apprenticee and a medical student? Instead, maybe increasing the number of medical places within universities will be a better option. Also, providing opportunities for those looking for jobs may be a good idea as a volunteering role, perhaps helping out doctors, especially those who are burnt out. Moving on to the pros. I still think it's a great opportunity, especially because it broadens access into medicine. As I mentioned, it broadens access. Thousands of people are getting rejected from medical schools. Those even taking gap years get rejected and end up going abroad, somewhere they don't want to go. This is a great opportunity for them to enter somewhere where they can get in. Apparently those getting paid within an apprenticeship will have the title as a foundation year doctor. That is quite controversial. They've not had adequate training to actually even qualify that role. What about those studying a 5-year degree only to get that role, whilst those studying apprenticeships already get given that title? Whilst it is a promising role, as I mentioned, opening up places for medical students will be a better opportunity. Or even having placements start as early as year 1 would be beneficial. This was a very short video, but I did want to voice my opinion and also let people know the reality of an apprenticeship. Of course, I've not applied. I don't know what it will be like. I don't know what to expect from it, but I will provide links in the description which will explain an apprenticeship a bit further within medicine. Stay tuned for my next video.